It's the Zillis and Triller Sports Show in Upstate New York, hosted by your boy Gil.
Your girl, Brittany B.
Your boy King Cater was good, y'all.
And it's going down, y'all. Such a crazy week in sports.
Yes.
So much to talk about.
So
My
much.
God. We got the NFL. We got the NBA. We got people moving left and right. Receivers going to Oakland, going to Cleveland. And it's just like, my goodness. How y'all feeling about this? We got major contracts going on. My God, people getting paid in baseball. It's just been crazy. So we're gonna keep it right now to the biggest move of the week, and that's Odell Beckham Jr. to the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
How we feeling, man?
That's crazy. Unexpected.
Very
My phone was dead. I can charge my phone
Oh,
to the Browns.
Right.
That's the furthest thought that
I was still tuning into Antonio Brown getting
Yeah.
traded. Then I seen Odell. I'm like,
I don't
sheesh.
think anybody saw that one.
got him out of our division. Don't out of the name, please. Not like me.
But the Browns, I mean, I don't know if anybody got the stats. If somebody can fact check me real quick, but I believe they got, if I'm not mistaken,
The Browns got who they got?
the Browns. Well, they got Odell and the Giants. The Giants picked up a number
first
17, right? Overall,
First round, the third round, and Jabril Peppers.
and Jabril Peppers.
Yeah.
Now, how did the Browns make out in that trade?
I feel like the Browns, they won. I mean, if you look at their roster, on paper they got the best offense in the league right now.
Yeah.
You got Odell and Jarvis Landry.
On paper,
You got Baker Mayfield, who set the record for the most NFL touchdowns
as a rookie,
Then you got Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
missing first half. Of
You
the
got
season.
That's
so
true.
what?
But
They still got Duke
did.
Johnson,
Mhm.
and they got
Brad,
Chubbs,
that's a lot-
and
that's
they
a lot of
got
carries to
the
split in
tight
backfield.
end. They tight end David.
I love Njoku. Don't get me wrong. I love David Njoku. Out of
Yeah.
Miami, out of the U. Definitely a dominant tight end threat, receiving threat.
On paper, and then they third receiver Callaway.
Yeah,
Come
they did
on,
pick up
he's
that
the
guy.
first round. He's first
Don't get
round
me started
talent.
with Juice Landry. Don't get me started with that
It's
neither.
a lot. It's
You
a
know a
lot.
lot about Juice. He did a lot for your
Yeah, he
Dolphins.
did. But we're gonna get into that and why I don't think it was the best decision. But Brittany, I'm gonna let you go real quick. You know,
I mean, it's kind of like, what are the Giants doing?
Mm.
I'm confused. It's like they're choosing Eli
Mhm.
over everybody. He
Yeah.
done cost a GM his job, a head coach's job.
now it's rumored.
Odell gone.
And now it's rumored they're not even looking at
Yeah,
Haskins.
And he's 30. How old is he? 36, 37?
He's an NFL champion, 2-time NFL champion. Beat Tom Brady. Gave him his only losses. I mean, that's got to come for
No.
something.
I feel like
no,
the
no,
Giants.
Philly gave
I feel like
Tom
the
Brady
Giants
a
is
loss.
preparing for the future. I mean, they got young Jabril Peppers.
Preparing for. Did you not hear
Not
Brittany
with-
B?
How
They're
got,
keeping Eli Manning.
They still got a first round draft pick though.
But they're keeping Eli. A team starts with a quarterback. They're keeping Eli.
They're gonna get a quarterback in the draft.
You think so?
But
They
this ain't
probably
about
tanking for the other kid next year.
Yeah, Tagula. He's a
Yeah.
problem. But this ain't about the Giants.
It's
What I
about
want to
the
know
Browns, man.
did the Browns make the right decision
Oh, yeah.
in trading for Odell?
Yes, maybe. Because Baker and
Hell
they
yeah.
both got their personalities. I don't know. They kind of both out there a little bit.
Listen.
real
man.
emotional. Baker,
I think they gon-
emotional.
Real
He get his
emotional.
feelings-
I think
feelings
they-
hurt pretty easy.
I think they're gonna mash well together. They
But
both young.
talent-wise,
They both young. Baker Mayfield, that give him another target.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
That'll give him a great target. The target.
Since 2014, Beckham been ranked. You know what I mean? The most in targets per
You know
game.
what I wanna look
11
up?
targets per game.
Can you look up how many games he's missed since 2014?
Yeah, he's
I'm not even
missed-
going to go about
He's
injury.
missed-
You can't
he's
say
missed
that
a
though. He
few.
fourth in receptions. He third in
Touchdown?
receiving yards with 92.8 per game. He third in touchdowns,
Yeah.
44. What you mean? How many games he missed? Imagine if he didn't miss those games. He'd be first.
And he's got a better quarterback, and I agree with
A
all
way
of those
better
things.
quarterback.
You know what I mean? They've got on paper, they're the best team. They've got running back after running back, two number one receivers, a receiving threat at tight end. I
And then if you
understand
think
this.
about it, they got Kareem Hunt, Chubbs, and Duke Johnson.
Duke can catch out the backfield.
Yeah.
Put him in the slot.
Kareem don't come back to week 8.
Yeah.
So they still can trade Duke Johnson.
No.
Why not?
I don't see them.
Why would you have 3 premier running backs on your squad?
Kareem can catch out the backfield, but after missing the first 8 games, you're gonna want somebody who's proven.
Not
Somebody who
even
can,
for
Chubbs-
think about it, it's gonna be he missed the first 8 games. He
This is
missed
first new team
half of last
last year.
year. So it's gonna be about
He
it.
still was
It's
a
gonna be
proven back
while.
though.
It's gonna be a while.
He's still a proven back. He's still young. He only 22, 23.
But if we're just being honest, did the Browns make the right decision? And I'm here to tell y'all, hell nah.
Why?
Huh?
Hell nah. First of all, Jarvis Landry.
I like Jarvis Landry.
He's a problem, right? Got traded, diva receiver. Let's go. Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham.
They building a new
Right?
culture.
They just traded for him, right? He got traded out of the Giants after getting the signing bonus. Why? Diva receiver. All right, let's go into Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt.
Numbers don't lie.
Super Bowl champion Kareem Hunt. He just got cut. Why? Off the field issues. Now you giving me all of these elite, young, talented players. Baker Mayfield, granted, number 1 overall pick. Had some problems. Got Hugh Jackson fired.
Yeah.
Diva quarterback. So you giving me a locker room full of divas.
Nah.
A locker room full of divas.
But
And
numbers
then-
don't lie.
Can I
Numbers
just ask
don't
you this?
lie.
All right, numbers don't lie. Answer this question for me, Kata. Brittany B. Freddie Kitchens. What's his winning record as a head coach?
Not
Tell
that
me this
good.
right now.
He ain't never have a squad like this
This a
either.
good-
He's
this
never had a
He
squad
never
like
had a
this.
squad like
He never had a
this.
squad like this. But the last, you know what this squad really reminds me of though?
What hole is they missing?
You know what?
Where's the hole in they? Where's the hole at?
Leadership.
Leadership.
Like I said, you know what really reminds me of the squad? Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, look
Talent
what they did.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Look what they did.
Look what they did with a Super Bowl losing. I hate to say it.
They played the
coach
Patriots.
and Andy Reid.
They played the Patriots, bruh.
You know what this team reminds me of? You know who? With all that talent? Pittsburgh, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Juju Smith. Who they had? Mike Tomlin. So you mean to tell me when you have a talented roster full of that's too early, but full of all-stars, Pro Bowlers, you're going to need somebody to hold it down, settle them down, and say, listen, man, bring them back to earth. And is the Freddie Kitchens that guy? That's yet to be seen.
You thinking too far into it though. You going straight to the Super Bowl.
I'm not going to Super Bowl.
Is they gonna be better than next year? I mean last year?
I've yet to see it.
They was not.
Don't let
when
them
they was
start off.
9, 8, 7, 8, and 1.
If they start off
Yeah.
0 and
They
3,
easily win 4 more
if
games.
they start off 0 and 3, I just want to know. Is that roster? Who's the leader behind that to say, yo, we got to galley up around them and we got to get this team back together? Or is they saying, well, we're not winning because you're not giving me the ball, or you're not giving me the ball?
I don't think that's gonna
The
happen.
leader. He has,
With Odell
he,
and
Bud
Jarvis,
Baker has to be the leader.
They-
He's
you
the
you
quarterback.
forgot they best friends. They
Is it
played.
not?
I don't think that's gonna.
That
you
sounds-
giving
Yeah,
him
that's
the ball
true.
too much.
You know
Nah,
what?
they best friends.
all right, so yeah, let's say Baker ends up throwing some interceptions. You got the 2 best receivers on the team, best friends. Are they gonna be looking at Baker a little funny? Like, hold up, Baker, what's up with you? Maybe this not the quarterback of the future that we all thought.
Nah, you can't say
I'm
that.
concerned. I don't think the Browns made the right decision because there's too many divas, and they really made the wrong decision in this head coaching field.
It's
And we
gonna
already
it's
got
gonna
into
it's
that
gonna
last
boil
week.
down to coaching though.
It's gonna
Always.
really boil down to
It
that.
always.
Not to mention
Because they
and
defense got better too.
Not to
Yeah.
mention, this is just a little piece. This is a little piece. Kevin Zeitler got traded for Olivier Vernon. He's a Pro Bowl caliber right guard, and now you're missing that.
True.
I'm just saying.
But you could find a guy. You could find an offense alignment anywhere. You could find him in the draft. You could
Yeah.
find an offense alignment, bro.
Nah,
Like,
that's really not that easy to find.
you could find you can't find no Odell Beckham.
You can't.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I agree with you.
You could
can't
find an
Odell.
offense
If
alignment
you
though.
got a chance to trade for Odell, you're gonna trade.
You gonna
You
trade
gotta
for
trade him.
I
Odell?
was
It's
mad when they
Odell.
said he wanted to go to Dallas and we didn't do nothing.
Yeah, that would have
about
been.
it.
Oh my god, that would have been crazy. But I'm gonna ask y'all right now. And we only got a little bit of time left in this segment. We're gonna go to cut to a quick commercial right here on Royal Radio Network. But are the Browns favored to win the AFC North?
Absolutely. Like I said, they were 7, 8, and 1 last year. They easily win four more games. I don't see a tie at all. I mean, the Steelers,
Browns, what other two?
They got the Ravens. Maybe
Ravens.
crazy
Who else
moves.
the other AFC North?
Oh, the
AFC North.
Bengals.
The
We
Bengals.
don't
Bengals.
know
I
who
ain't worried about
last
the
in the
Bengals.
division.
Bengals. So,
The Steelers lost their best 2 players.
I don't know. I gotta.
They did.
I'm not gonna count out the Steelers.
but
I gotta watch them.
You
what a
can't
heck
count
of a
them out.
replacement.
Yeah,
Juju
I like him. I gotta watch him.
and James Conner.
I'm not gonna say the favorite because the Browns aren't proven. They ain't been to the playoffs, and Pittsburgh done been to the playoffs. So I think they gotta be proven. Now, right now, I'm gonna give the favorites to Pittsburgh still.
Nah,
They
Pittsburgh
still
not
been
Pittsburgh
robbing
not
the
better than the
Ravens.
Ravens. How you put
Or
Pittsburgh
maybe
over the Ravens?
Maybe the Ravens. But I'm not.
Ravens
I'm
got
just gonna say I don't have the Browns favored. They gotta prove. They gotta.
I do.
walk
On
that
paper,
walk.
I love this
So
team.
you got them better than Pittsburgh
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
Ravens.
Hell
AFC
yeah.
team.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's
just-
let's get Cleveland some
I just can't
recognition
agree.
now.
But I will tell you this. I will definitely.
All that
see
talent
game.
over there is gonna
Oh, yeah,
boil
I'm
down
gonna
to
go
coaching.
It's gonna boil down.
It's
to
gonna
coaching.
boil down to
Always.
coach because the talent there, man.
And that's not a light fate right there. So, all right, y'all, stay tuned, man. We got a lot more going on. We got You Fouled Out coming up. We got some sipping tea with Brittany B coming up, And we got a whole lot to talk about with this basketball, y'all. Stay tuned. Keep it locked. All right, and we're bringing it right back to you. Somebody might ask me, who fouled out?
Who fouled
Who
out?
fouled out?
Who fouled out?
There was so many foul outs this week. I ain't even gonna lie. We had multiple offenders fouling out this week. I'm not gonna lie. We could look at the New York Giants. We could look at LeBron James missing the playoffs. we could. So many people. Shit. We could look at Alan Maloney filing this lawsuit. Alan Phony Baloney Maloney. But we're gonna keep it right here to the National Basketball Association. And I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. After looking this weekend, looking at all of these MLB players getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Millions, trillions, gazillions.
Getting paid. Adam Silver, you fouled out, bro. Ain't nowhere in the world you gonna tell me. Mike Trout? What's the other kid name? I forgot his name. But he getting $430 million.
That's crazy.
But yes, Steph Curry, LeBron James. Let me take it back. Kobe Bryant. Whole 20 years worth of career, only at $150 million. 20 years.
Years.
Adam Silver, you fouled out. But you know who else really fouled out too? And I briefed on it. I did.
You did.
You know, it could have been LeBron, but Magic Johnson trading away All-Star D'Angelo Russell.
All-Star.
Nah, he ain't. You can't go
Trading
there with
away, well, reing up a great piece to this number one seed in the East, Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
Letting just walk for nothing. The man who's going to replace Anthony Davis once he gets traded, Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Averaging 21 and 10. And the list goes on and on and on and on.
But they had their chance while they was a Laker. Did they do all that? Did he average 21 and 10
It's called
with the
patience.
Lakers?
Got patience.
Nah,
You gotta be
had
patient.
to make that right. You
The
had
only-
to make that trade for D'Lo.
What?
You had to make
who
that
did
trade
They
for
got
D'Lo.
Brook Lopez, who they let walk.
But they got Kyle Kuzma too.
They got
With
Kyle
that
Kuzma
27
with that
pick.
The only good thing
They
is
got Kyle
that
Kuzma.
contract, too.
What you-
Mozgov,
yeah, they got
rid
But
of
rid
that
of that
Mozgov
contract.
would have been a player option anyway. He would have been gone by this time.
Nah, but you had to free that. You
That
wouldn't have
cap
got
space.
Brown without that cap space.
Yeah.
What you mean?
But I'm telling you right now, man. When it comes to did Magic Johnson make a mistake trading D'Angelo Russell, I'm gonna say yes.
Why?
Because for the simple fact that even though we all know what happened in the locker rooms,
Yeah.
it was a lot going on. But people have to mature. We have a new coach.
Yeah.
We have a new system, a new player. And who's to say LeBron just wouldn't have stayed? And if I look at the backcourt of Lonzo and D'Angelo,
It wouldn't have worked.
he's a shooting guard.
It wouldn't have worked.
Lonzo's average 7 assists a game. Is a great defender. You got Lonzo at the 1, D'Lo at the 2. It's ice in his veins.
Nah.
I think it would have been better if they would have had D'Lo at the 1 and they would have drafted Jason Tatum instead of Lonzo Ball. I think the Lakers would have.
you had to make that
You
trade.
would have
I don't
Kyle
see-
Kuzma, but y'all have Jason Tatum.
If I'm Magic,
I don't
I'm making that trade because 2 seasons, what 3, 4? How many seasons he played?
Only 4
2
seasons.
seasons, 4 seasons.
D'Angelo Russell's been in the
Yeah,
league
he
4
only
years
played
now.
what 2 years.
He
with
played
Lakers, his
18.
second
He
year.
played 28
3
minutes.
years with LA. This
Is it
D'Lo-
his first year? I thought it was his
this
second year.
is
with his
4th
Nets.
year.
This is 4th year.
But second year with the Nets, right?
Yeah.
So it's
he
2
got
and 2.
traded.
2. He played
got
2
traded last
seasons. He
year.
played 2 seasons with
All
them.
season, right.
2 seasons he played 28 minutes, averaged what 14, 15 points a game, about 3, 4 assists.
That is 16 and.
But you got to
5.
think about it. At that time, what he did in the locker room, you can't have that going on in your locker room, bro.
No.
You can't have that going
You
along
can't,
in your
but you
locker
also
room.
got to remember he was 18.
He was a
was
locker
young.
room bug up.
He
You
was a
can't have that
kid.
going on. So
He
at
was
that, you got to
Big
think
Young
about it.
would go before
Exactly.
D&D
But you
and
got to
I
think
agree.
about it at that time. It was Swaggy P. You not
That's
giving up
true.
Swaggy P. You got to think about at that time.
Swaggy P.
You cannot give up Swaggy P at that time. You got to trade D'Lo. Who else would you trade? You going to trade Randall? You going to trade all them guys? No, you have to get rid of D'Lo. And they picked up Kuzma, and they was already in their mind, had their mind made up about Lonzo.
Yeah.
So they picking up Lonzo with the first round pick. You know what I mean? Second round pick, wherever when he
Lonzo's
went.
the real reason.
You got it now. Now what you can do now is don't look at it about Magic. You gotta look at it as who's better out of that trade, Lonzo or D'Lo.
See, I can't excuse Magic Johnson for that trade because
you had to make that trade at that particular time, bro. You have to.
If we're talking about Magic the executive,
It all depends, man.
I don't see.
That's an all-star.
You can't have
point. It sucks because it messes up the locker room. Everybody,
exactly.
It really messes up the locker room. But
do you see
what he do with the Nets? This boy dropped 27 in the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
If Lakers had somebody dropping 27 in the fourth quarter,
he's always made those big
shots.
Playoffs. He's always been exactly.
But you just said it. He had to grow up.
Yeah,
he
had
grew
to grow
up.
He did. He grew up. And
at that time,
was best for him.
Yeah, at that time. You have a bug up in the locker room like that. You don't see your stars Kobe Bryant. You don't see LeBron James doing no shit like that.
That's not front like
that's
he didn't
a
play
bug
with
up.
Kobe.
You can't
but the
have
question
that.
was,
Kobe
did Magic Johnson make a mistake trading D'Lo?
No.
And you're gonna make this excuse for Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka? These guys have been making wrong choices since they got to LA.
How? They picked up LeBron James, the best player in the NBA.
LeBron is no longer the best player in the NBA. We gotta stop that.
They picked up LeBron James, which was clearly, if you look at it right now, not the best decision.
How? They got rid of Mozgov. You keep Mozgov with that. Well, he had a crazy contract.
I'm not gonna say
not
getting
LeBron right now, man.
Nah, you had to free him for LeBron. You know LeBron been coming. That been coming.
But LeBron coming there. Who gonna go play with LeBron? Like
AD is coming to LA next year. He's gonna be there next year.
He's gonna get traded.
He's gonna be there next year.
And I don't see whatever team he gets traded to. I don't see them trading him to the Lakers.
They're gonna pick up another
for
blue caliber. They're gonna pick up another blue chip player in the offseason.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
I don't know who. I just don't know who's gonna go to LA.
Somebody gonna go to LA.
I think if Kawhi goes to LA, he's gonna go to the Clippers.
Y'all talking about LeBron like he not a pass first type player. He just scored.
But LeBron James is gonna be 35 next year.
He's still averaging 28 points per game.
He's averaging 27 on a bum squad. No other All Stars. Some could argue that this team is worse than the Cleveland team.
Hey man. All right, let me ask you this: if LeBron James was in Cleveland still right now, where is Cleveland at right now?
They're in the playoffs.
Okay, then
7 or 8 seeds.
So you got it. Okay, because it's what? Because it's the Eastern Conference, right? Exactly.
So you go to LA, and that's an excuse. You're not in the.
It's the Western Conference.
You telling me he can't get to the 8th seed? Come on, you just say he's the best player in the NBA.
Look at his team though.
This team's not bad. What really happened is they got hurt.
They injured. Yeah.
They got hurt, and then the trade rumor just dismantled their whole locker room. They couldn't recover. LeBron James on interviews throwing his teammates under the bus. He ain't
throwing his coach under the bus.
Never took responsibility for none of this. None of it. I
took
mean,
the back of Rich Paul over his own teammate.
Hell yeah, that's his man.
That's
his day one A1. That's his agent.
It's but when it's business, it's a difference, man. When you're
the NBA is a business.
But that's collusion. He can't. He's not supposed to have nothing to do with Anthony Davis and Rich Paul. That's his own client.
Anthony Davis is gonna be an LA Laker next year.
He probably will, depending on who. Depending on
he's gonna be a LA Laker.
They need to lose. If I was the Lakers, I'll lose for the rest of the season. Why not?
Tank out.
Yeah, and get a higher draft pick.
I mean, they're already got a top 10 pick right now.
Yeah, so might as well lose.
But I'm gonna ask y'all right now, and this is just yes or no. And we're gonna move on because Magic and Pelinka are just digging a bigger hole.
No, they not.
It's one of 4 years. We're gonna see what they can do this summer.
Did Magic make the right decision?
I'm gonna say yes, only because I don't think D'Lo will be the same D'Lo. I think New Jersey or Brooklyn was.
It humbled him when they traded it because he didn't think he was gonna get traded. He didn't think he could get traded. It humbled him.
He needed it.
So did Magic make the best?
We won't know for a long.
Yes, because you get Lonzo Ball, you get Kyle Kuzma, and you freed up space for LeBron. Hell yeah.
I don't know, man.
And you get that bug out your locker room. You can't have that in your locker room.
Magic Johnson, I don't think you had to have traded him. I don't. I think if I'm the executive, I'm keeping both of them on the team. Competition breeds better talent, and to be honest, that's why they brought in Rondo. So why not keep another young guy who can play beside Lonzo?
But if D'Lo there, he don't bring in Rondo and all them other guys. If you don't trade him.
Exactly. Instead of bringing Rondo in to compete with Lonzo,
you keep D'Lo.
Exactly. two younger
Nah.
guys who can play the backcourt.
He had to go at
in
that
my
point.
opinion,
Just gotta
he's a
stay
young
healthy.
Brandon Roy, in my opinion.
Nobody
I like him.
nobody knew he was gonna drop 27 in the fourth. Nobody knew that. I
Except
mean,
for-
I had
Lakers
faith in him
fans.
since college, but
Yeah,
since Ohio State.
You real.
But who is, speaking of real, who the real MVP right now?
This is a hard one.
The
This is
best
two-
scorer in the
this is a
NBA.
two-way race.
The best scorer ever. You already know where I'm
Yeah,
going with
the
this.
best scorer ever,
The
but-
best scorer ever, and I'm gonna keep saying it.
Take it back to Zeal Talk episode 5.
That was one of
King
the
Kid
I
is
was
talking
watching
about
that
some
yesterday.
old James Harden, the best scorer ever.
Best scorer ever.
And that's just not factual. But that's your opinion. You
Best scorer
James
ever.
Harden as an MVP leading vote getter.
Best scorer ever.
And why is that?
Because look what he's doing. He just had 56, and they lost by a little possession. He just had 56,
57.
57. He scored. He dropping 30 plus on every NBA team in the
Every
league.
team.
Come on, man. He averaging what?
Since Giannis-
36.
You know who was the first person who did
He
that?
averaging 36,
You know what
7
the
and,
first person did that?
and, fi-
It
and
was Mike
6 and
Jordan.
5. I mean 7 and 6.
We are talking about this year.
No,
he-
I'm saying he said he the best scorer ever. I want you know who did it first.
It
That's
don't
another
matter.
topic for
It
another
don't matter.
day.
Exactly.
We talking about right now. He's the MVP of this league right now, hands down.
I think
Giannis averaging what? He averaging
27, right?
27, 6 and 12.
that's
but-
crazy.
But not only that,
27, 6, and you mean 27? Oh yeah, 12.
It was-
rebounds.
yeah.
12
I thought you
rebounds.
was- I'm about to say, hold on.
Nah.
Which
but-
is great.
But
pass.
not only
Yeah.
that, James Harden is going on his scoring tear because he's a walking bucket. Nobody could check him. He's 11 and 3 since the All-Star game. Giannis 7 and 5.
Giannis has missed a lot of those games.
And y'all know with that MVP award, it comes with winning too.
It does, but
Yeah. And so if the Bucks end up with the number 1 overall seed in the NBA, that's Giannis' award.
Yeah,
I think it all
but-
comes down to rather if the Bucks finish, because Toronto closing in on them, and if Giannis is hurt and missing games,
He not
missing
hurt.
games
He
right
playing.
now.
He playing.
He
he
playing?
missed he didn't
Well,
play in
they
Cleveland last
they
night.
said something
It's
his
Cleveland.
ankle. I don't know.
I'm
He's
not
not playing.
I'm not playing my star in versus Cleveland either.
I don't know.
just
Now,
saying.
Playoffs
but you-
approaching.
Yeah, but if you want to hold on, do they want home field court for the
Home court advantage.
advantage for the
Yeah.
whole playoffs? Like
They still won though, right? They
no,
beat
they
Cleveland.
lost.
Oh, they
That's what
lost.
I'm saying. They lost, and Toronto won. That's one game.
At the end of the day, man, the best scorer ever is the
Oh,
MVP,
it's-
back
I
to
don't
back.
know.
And he's been leading the
toss-up.
league. He's been averaging 29 points in the last 4 years. Giannis ain't been doing that.
I mean, Giannis ain't really been. You're right. He
Yeah, it's
hasn't
only been in
doing
the
that.
league how many
Exactly.
years?
Don't matter.
He's a kid.
Giannis
Come
ain't
on,
been
you
doing
can't do
that.
Man.
That's
That's
why
it.
he's
Yeah,
not
he
the
had to grow
MVP.
up.
This man is averaging 36 points per game, and he's winning.
It's a scoring title.
So that's your
The next
MVP.
person up is 28 points per game. Well, who? Steph Curry,
He's
probably.
playing with another All-Star. It's actually Paul George, yo boy, and he playing with another All-Star who is averaging 10 plus assists, feeding him buckets, but also he's got a whole nother All-Star. James Harden played with Chris Paul, who missed damn near half the season.
Right.
Who missed? Who also another point guard, but who plays isolation ball in Mike D'Antoni's system? What do you?
That's what I'm
He's-
saying.
his
Isn't Mike
assists
D'Antoni
still up
system-
there, though.
He's shooting an
8
additional.
assists a game is not valid.
He's shooting double the amount of shots as KD.
That's not his fault, y'all.
Listen,
It's not his fault, but I'm saying
MVP
if you
is a
put
sole
Kevin-
player
if you put
award.
Kevin Durant on Houston, he'll average 36 points too.
I don't
Like,
agree.
Nah.
I don't agree with that statement.
I don't.
Yeah, he
I don't
averaged
not a
either.
better-
27
Nah, he's not a better
He's not a
scorer.
better ISO player.
Y'all are
than-
crazy.
He's not
He's
a
not a
better
better
ISO
scorer.
player.
The best scorer in the
Never.
NBA. You people
Never.
He's
Are,
a
are
great
y'all forgetting
scorer.
he had 4 scoring titles? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are y'all
Oh,
forgetting
in a row.
Okay.
In a row.
By him, yeah. Y'all
But
forget no.
Don't
He
get me
averaged
wrong.
Don't get it
29 points in the last 4
Don't-
games.
Listen.
Don't get it twisted.
Last
The
4
boy
years.
playing with Steph Curry. That's why.
Okay, he played
That's
with
not the only case.
Russell
Listen,
Westbrook too.
And then he was winning scoring titles. That's when he was winning his scoring titles.
when we're talking about Mike D'Antoni's system,
Inflated
Kevin Durant
stats.
he's efficient, shooting 50% from
Yeah,
from threes.
inflated stats.
But he's not a better ISO player than James
Never.
Harden. A lot
I
of his
don't-
buckets
I
he's
don't-
going
I
straight
don't
to the
agree.
rack. Shoot.
I
And
don't
one
agree.
step back.
I'm
For
just saying,
up top.
KD's not that. KD's
KD's
a great scorer, but KD's not that.
Are
I'm
y'all
just saying.
crazy? So because Kevin Durant isn't flashy, that's
Nah.
basically what I'm saying. Kevin Durant
It's
can
not
take
about
anybody
flash.
in
Your
the ISO and get
statement.
a bucket. Anybody who can guard Kevin Durant? Nobody.
Giannis.
One thing I will
Giannis
say,
can't guard no Kevin Durant.
and kid, I think you
Leonard.
can say this. Kevin
on, no,
Durant
and that's my
never
favorite
scored
player.
36 ever in his 12-year career. He's never scored 36.
Well, he never took 30 shots a game either.
That's a part of his game. Partly why, in the beginning of his career, did he not give the ball up? Did he not be passive and say, I don't want this? It wasn't until he had 3 other Hall of Famers until he said, "Give me the ball." It took him there. Granted, it took him there. But I'm just saying,
Kevin Durant went to 3 Western Conference Finals with OKC. Stop acting like he ain't do nothing for OKC.
We're not saying. I'm not saying that.
He just didn't win a chip. He was there.
He traded.
He's
a snake.
He went to sleep in the fourth quarter.
He lied.
He's
traded.
a snake.
So did Russell Westbrook. They was young. They was kids.
That was 2 years ago. That wasn't young kids. He's been in the league 12 years.
I'm gonna have to
That
agree
was
with
4
you.
years ago.
You don't score on all 29 other teams.
30 plus.
Drop.
But
You got 750 plus games.
Come on, man.
I don't remember Steph's unanimous MVP year.
It was a great year.
We got the same thing. He the best scorer ever.
I never said that.
No, you never said that, but that's what it was saying. Oh, he the best scorer since Michael Jordan.
Best 3-point shooter.
It don't matter. Anytime
People
somebody
knew
do
KD.
something amazing, they the best for this.
When the last player to score 36?
It
was Kobe. After Shaq left.
Yes.
So
are we
he's up
saying
there with
Harden's
greatness.
a better? You saying Harden is a better scorer than
I'm not saying
Kobe
that,
Bryant?
but we had to put some respect on Harden's name.
I don't know.
He's
That's
a great
an
scorer.
that's
He's
an
a top-
argument.
he's
When
a
you
top
put-
That's an
five
argument.
scorer.
When you put
He's a-
ever,
Ever.
Top 3, he's a top
when
5
you put
ever.
ever, that's a statement. That's a bold statement.
I'm here to make
That's a
bold
bold
statements.
statement that I can't.
He a top
I'm
five
here.
ever.
that
He's
to
top
I
five
can't
in the
apply
league.
that.
He's gonna
But
lead the
when you
league in
talking
score
about
until he
scoring,
retire.
And you're talking about who was the MVP of this season on this roster
Gotta
in
go.
this league.
James
I gotta
Harden.
give it to Giannis.
You got to give it to Harden.
I gotta give it to Giannis.
Why?
The boy about to lead the Bucks to 60 wins. The Bucks.
In the
not just
Eastern
him.
It
Conference.
don't matter. Did you have the Bucks being a number 1 seed overall?
You know what?
It's not just the Eastern Conference because they're the number 1 NBA
All right,
team
all right,
of
all right.
them all.
Let's see.
So it's not just the Eastern
all right,
Conference.
I got a counter argument for you. So since you said Harden they don't got nobody. Giannis, they missing
Exactly.
Mirčić. They missing Bogrit, whatever his name is, the young
Not to mention.
So
They
let's see
missing
what he do
Brogdon.
now.
Yeah,
Let's see what he do now.
And Mirčić.
After the All-Star game, what was their record?
7-5.
7-5, and partly due because why? After the All-Star break, what team has endured the most injury?
And you never seen.
They got missed. They missed.
And
They're
listen,
missing
though,
2
And
people.
they're losing.
Listen though,
Well,
nobody.
Giannis hasn't played either, but
Who has stopped James Harden this whole season? Who? Name one person.
not one.
What do you mean stop?
This like
because
completely.
you
I'm
got.
talking about.
I'm saying if he taking 30 shots a game,
Who
and he
stopped
go
him?
11 for 30. And he goes to the
mean,
free throw 30 times, 10
Don't
times
matter.
a game.
Who
stopped him? I'm asking you a simple question.
So listen,
Who stopped
he
him?
played against
I
the.
haven't seen
He
anybody.
Who
played-
stopped
listen,
him? Brittany,
listen.
be for
Can
real.
you listen? He played the Rockets. Okay, he went 11 for 30. So is that not good defense by Danny Green? And just because he scored 35
That's a
points,
bad shooting night.
that's not. No, he was guarded by Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard.
But Brittany,
Who
I
stopped
got
they
him,
went
though?
11 for 30,
Brittany,
and who
hold
won?
on.
And
let
they
me
won.
let me ask her this: Who has
I got
stopped?
one more
Who has
question.
stopped James
What
Harden?
is stopping James Harden? Give him a bad shooting night?
Stopped him from under 30.
It's something he just had 20 couple games
He
ago.
was tired. It was after the All-Star
Come on,
break.
man.
And no, this was a couple games ago.
We only in March.
He had a 20.
I could
he
tell
had
you.
20
I
a
could
couple
tell you
games
who.
ago.
I could tell you who stopped. Who stopped Giannis though? Joel Embiid stopped him. Y'all
Yeah,
remember that game?
He
Oh,
dropped.
stopped
He
him.
dropped the career high 52. He ain't
He
stopped
stopped
nobody.
him
He
in
ain't
the
have-
clutch though. What you
sorry.
mean?
He had better wing defenders, but my
Nah.
question to you
Oh,
is this,
my
Brittany.
God.
When we're talking about Houston and Mike D'Antoni's system, the volume in which he plays, that demanding
He
offense,
wants a shot
who else
in the
other
first
than
2
James
seconds.
Harden can insert himself and be that dominant? I don't see anybody else who can do that.
I'm saying he's a great scorer. I'm saying he's a great scorer.
And he's
he is
winning.
doing his thing.
He's
He's winning. But Giannis is about to lead the Bucks to 60 wins.
And
It's
the
not just
Eastern
Giannis.
Conference.
He's got a great team built around him.
So Houston don't got a great team built. They went to the Western
No.
Conference Finals last year. Come
No.
on.
No.
They were one game away from going to. If Chris Paul didn't get hurt, they would have
James
been.
Harden is the engine that
No
runs
team
that
on the
team.
West right now is in it.
He's the engine that run it. Then why he couldn't win one game last year?
No team in the West right now is
Chris
on.
Paul. Chris Paul.
No team in
is
the-
going to be the reason why they go to the Western Conference Finals.
No team in the West right now is on pace to win 60 games, 60 plus games.
Okay, and
Stop
Giannis
Come on,
is
man.
about to win 60 games.
In the Eastern Conference.
But they're winning. They don't only play the Eastern Conference. They got to play the Western Conference.
I need to see the stats against the West.
We can pull them up. I'm pretty sure they're about. They only lost 20 games.
know what,
so they
y'all?
couldn't lose that many.
All this yelling, whew, I'm getting kind of thirsty. Oh, and you know what I'm kind of thirsty for tonight?
What?
Sipping tea with Brittany B. Brittany, what you got for us?
Well, our sipping tea is just these NBA players and these women. They just both Will Barton and Andre Drummond both
What happened?
What they do now?
Both got 2 baby mamas
On the way.
on the way,
Good
same
God.
time.
Good God.
Both of them 2 different girls be having them at the game together. She sit up here.
So
she
they on
sit
they little
down
well.
there. Yeah, on they little well. 2
Except for ain't
girlfriends.
really Lil Will, because they sitting at 2 different levels.
Yes, I think Will Barton.
Will
and
had
his
them sitting
daughter-
together at the game.
Wait, so they got the same baby
No,
mamas?
they don't got the same baby mamas.
Oh.
They both got 2 kids by 2 different mamas
At
due
the
at the
same
same
time.
time.
Oh,
Will Barnes, I think
shit.
they said his is 10 days apart.
And that's Denver. That's the
Days.
Mile High City.
Yeah, I don't know about Andre Drummond and his girl.
That's Motor City. Shit.
But these NBA players, man, you get a little money. These girls will do anything.
Yeah.
Had they baby showers together and everything.
You right. What else you got? I know you got something else for
I
us.
don't know.
It's been a lot going on right now.
Really?
You done
Tristan
came through in the
Thompson.
clutch.
Oh, Tristan Thompson and Chloe, they over. Supposedly, Jordy. Yeah.
And she still ain't
Jordy
blaming him.
Woods. Of course. I don't know why
Oh,
she
Jordy
she
did it?
blaming Jordy Woods.
Yeah.
A 21-year-old, she ain't blaming. He was
Tristan?
already. Tristan got a type, and his type ain't Chloe. Every girl that he gets spot with, they all look the same. They all dark. They all pretty brown skinned girls. It ain't
Hey, yo,
Chloe.
what's the tea on Ben Simmons and
They
Kendall?
together, I think.
They
They
still-
don't. They like the on and on.
Oh,
again.
Ben
They-
Simmons go with Kendall?
Yeah. You
What?
always see if you always know if she's sitting front row at the games. They
Then
good.
together, but
They
then
good. When you don't see her for a while,
then
they
they
might have
got
broke
they
up.
off again. Dang.
Yeah.
All right,
Man, that was
man.
some
It's
tea
always
right
it's
there.
always some good tea, man. Because we needed some quench, man. That was a heated debate, and then we only got a couple more months to see who the real MVP is.
is.
I
Yeah.
can't wait.
James
I'm gonna
Harden.
need to see this in the playoffs already.
Oh, it's gonna
So
be great.
wait, Brittany ain't pick her MVP. You say Giannis?
I think if the Bucks end up with a first number one
Then you gotta
overall,
give
then
it
I
to
got
Giannis.
Giannis. I think if Toronto catch up, then
Gotta
you gotta give it to Harden.
Respectable, and you know you all entitled to our opinions, but it's gonna be a great end of the season to say the least. But Brittany B, I'm gonna let you get into this load management. Is load management a problem in the NBA?
It is.
Explain
Load
load management.
Load management is basically players who want to preserve their bodies. They don't play on back-to-backs like Kawhi. He hasn't played a back-to-back all season. They're putting LeBron James on load management now, where he'll sit out back-to-backs or
Then
he'll
lose
take
to
a
the
game
Knicks.
off.
Right.
Mhm.
That was terrible.
Bad
That was
loss.
terrible.
Bad loss.
It's just
That was bad loss.
I understand load
Damn.
management for the players,
Mhm.
but it's unfair to the fans. For the people who buy their tickets
Right.
months and months in
Spend
advance,
hundreds
and
of
then
dollars.
they come to the game, they realize they favorite player ain't playing, and they don't flew halfway across the country to come see them play.
Right, yeah.
But I understand it from a player where they're trying to, like Kyrie said, we got to preserve our bodies for the finals. We're not playing for the regular season. We playing for the playoffs.
No,
But
I don't agree with
I don't know. I think that David Stern's probably gonna look at cutting down the season rules.
Adam Silver.
Or Adam Silver. I said that's it. David Stern.
He the one who started this
Yeah,
whole
I
mess.
think he's gonna look to cut down the season real soon.
Cut down from
Short
81.
from
That's not. I don't
82.
feel like that's enough.
Oh, I think
82
82
games
is more
not
than
enough.
the regular season get boring after a while. And the regular season been
No,
boring to me.
you-
I'm ready for the playoffs.
As a basketball
Yeah.
player, you
But-
need time
yeah.
to
I,
really get in
To
the
I
gel
don't
with
know.
your-
Clay and them always say like once March comes
It's
around,
Clay
they
and
start
them.
getting bored.
It's Clay and them.
Right.
They
It's
start losing
Clay.
to Phoenix and they games they know they ain't got no business losing
Clay
to
and them.
because they don't
But the
wanna wake
playoffs
up
is a
and-
different atmosphere, but I feel like during the stretch, it don't matter if you 8th seed, number 1 seed. I feel like all players should be playing.
Healthy.
Down the stretch,
If
it
you
don't matter.
healthy.
Exactly.
If
Especially
you
if you're not
healthy,
in
you
the
need to
playoffs.
play.
That's
It don't
all-
matter.
All 'cause of Pop, really.
It don't.
Pop
Ma-
started
yeah,
it.
it don't matter if you playing Cleveland versus motherfucking the Golden State Warriors. All the Golden State Warriors players need to be playing.
I agree.
Period.
I agree for the fans and the people who spend their money because if we don't spend our money,
And they're
then
not gonna be.
there's
good.
no NBA.
Right.
So without the,
I mean,
consistent players,
I could see like injury wise,
Yeah.
like far as like down the stretch. But at the end of the day, if you blowing them out, he need to start the game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But if they blowing them out, all right, take them out.
100%, but at least get
Yeah,
some minutes in.
yeah. You need to get
Yeah.
some. You need to get some shots up.
I
Buddy.
think if you're a player and you decide to do load management, I believe you should be out early, signing autographs, taking pictures.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Like I think
insurance.
you gotta
'Cause at the end
get,
of
you
the day,
gotta
it's for
do,
the
yeah. At the end of
fans.
the day, it's for the fans. You know they want to see you hoop, but if they get to take a picture with you, then
Right.
they okay. Or if
Yeah,
they
they
get your
good.
autograph, then they okay.
Exactly.
I think that's what they should do. Like, oh, you're not playing, so early, meet and greet. Or,
Yeah, I do think it should be fines associated.
or
with that
fines.
because that's not right. Like you say, you go all the way to. We from upstate New York.
Yeah, we
You
don't
go
got no
all the way to
team.
the Bay Area to see Clay and Steph, and they sitting. Even
Yeah.
though Golden State never been a team to do that,
You're gonna be
but
tight.
still, you're gonna be mad as hell.
Yeah.
But I gotta agree with you. And low management is a problem, especially when you the Lakers and you just spent max money on LeBron, and your favorite players just sitting there, not winning championship, not going to the playoffs. So basically, you counting down your time till the season's over, and I just can't agree with it.
Lakers.
And y'all seen that interview with LeBron when he was talking about, oh, I can't name that player, but we're fishing for.
In the draft, don't give me
no,
wrong.
he talking about off season.
Oh yeah,
he was talking about
tampering.
Yeah,
about, or he told Kawhi. You see when he told Kawhi, "We'll be in touch."
Right.
Kawhi was like, "Yeah, I'll see you in LA."
I don't know. I think Kawhi's gonna stay in Toronto. A lot of players say they love Toronto.
You never know.
Even Kawhi,
you never know.
He'll never know.
Especially if AD get traded over there. But it's been a great rendition of Zeal Talk. You know what I'm saying? We wrapping it up. We only got 30 seconds, so I need to know, Brittany B, Kincaid, how y'all feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Our live show coming real soon.
March 30th.
It's gonna be fun.
March
Madness.
March Madness.
Watching it. It's dope.
Got you beat it.
I got Duke. I got Duke going all the way.
Duke gotta go all the way. I mean, you got to.
I got UNC.
Zion be the
UNC over Duke.
I got UNC over Duke.
Nah.
They beat them by
exactly. Beat you once? No, beat you twice.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta see it. It's gonna be. I think that's gonna be.
They beat him without Zion though. Twice.
I think
twice, and then
this the first time you got a healthy Zion.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be good. 6 more games.
NBA almost over, y'all. But check us out next week for Zeal Talk.